to give up dieting and become an intuitive eater, but you don't want to gain weight? Are you afraid to embark on the intuitive eating journey because you're afraid that you will gain weight? That's the topic of today's Diet Free Zone show. Hi, I'm Bonnie Giller, registered dietitian, nutritionist, and certified intuitive eating counselor. This is not an uncommon feeling. You want to give up dieting because you're just done with the restriction, which leads to the deprivation, which leads to the overeating and binge eating and feeling guilt and shame. You're done with that cycle, and you want to truly learn to become an intuitive eater. But you are afraid of weight gain. So the question is, how can I learn to become an intuitive eater and not gain weight? The answer to what your body is going to do only lies within your body. You don't know, I don't know, the next one doesn't know either. When you come into this process, to the intuitive eating journey, and you possibly were suppressing your weight, you were keeping your weight low through dieting and restriction, that weight likely fell below what your natural set point weight was or is, that you were born with. So when you release this restriction and begin to allow all foods into your eating world again, it is possible that you may put some weight back on to bring yourself back to your natural weight set point. That is, in fact, what happened to me. I was not knowing I was dieting. I was dieting unconsciously, and I was suppressing my weight for years. When I decided that, I want to eat what I enjoy. I want to stop being and feeling restrictive, because ultimately I eventually learned that even though I didn't think I was dieting, I really was dieting. We'll talk about that in another video. I decided to lean into my intuitive signals and allow it to guide my eating. And I stopped restricting and stopped suppressing my weight and allowed my weight to get to where its natural set point is. And yes, it is a little higher than what it was prior to me beginning the journey, because I was restricting and suppressing that weight, which was not a sustainable lifestyle. Other people who might come into this journey overeating, binge eating, emotional eating, not listening to their inner signals, eating beyond fullness time and time again, and rapidly putting on weight, well, those individuals might very well lose some weight. And then there might be individuals who their weight is maintained. They stop gaining weight. Once they settle into a weight, their weight maintains. And there is no this up and down, up and down, up and down. So the question is, will you gain weight? Will you lose weight? Let nature decide. A lot of it has to do with your history of dieting, your history and your relationship with food, as well as your genetics. So I was having a conversation just yesterday with a friend. I was explaining how everybody is born with a predetermined genetic blueprint. That includes the color of your hair, the color of your eyes, the size of your feet, your height, as well as your weight. And when you diet over and over and over again, and you drop below what that natural predetermined weight is, your body goes into this, I gotta save her. And so what happened? The brain is monitoring your energy needs, right? So over time, when the brain says, oh, she's not getting enough energy, she's restricting, she's going to starve to death. So all of a sudden your metabolism slows down, the hunger hormones are increased, so your appetite is increased, so you can eat to get back to that natural weight set point. And so I was explaining this to my friend. I said, so really with dieting not working, the best thing is to stop dieting, give up the restriction, and allow your body to land wherever it needs to land based on its predetermined blueprint. And she said, but what if my body lands in a place which I don't want it to land? Like, I want it to yet be lower than that. I want a different number. I said, that is the influence of society that we're living in. The pressure to look a certain way, to be a certain size, and perhaps then we need to work on some body acceptance and such. And she's like, oh, That makes a whole lot of sense. And so if you're going into the journey of intuitive eating, saying, okay, I'm going to become an intuitive eater and I'm going to lose weight, keep in mind that you are likely coming into this journey with the idea that intuitive eating is just another diet, and it is not another diet. Intuitive eating will help you tap back into your inner wisdom that you were born with, to know when you're hungry, when you're full, what satisfies you. And intuitive eating asks you to tap into all of that wisdom, to ask yourself questions so you can give your body what it needs and what feels right in your body. So the answer to the question is, how can I begin intuitive eating? How can I learn to become an intuitive eater and not gain weight? The answer really to that question is, let's put weight and the concerns about weight on the back burner for now. Let's not intentionally address that and allow your body to do whatever it's going to do based on nature. I know that's a tough pill to swallow for so many people, but I'm telling you, when you decide that that is the journey for you and you're able to put that intentional pursuit of weight loss aside for now, your body is going to land in a place where it's going to stabilize. And what I can tell you is, you will no longer have up and down, up and down, up and down. Your weight will stabilize. The next step might then be for you to learn to accept where it's stabilized, but that is a topic for another video. If you have any questions at all about this, please pop them below this video. Feel free to send me a message and let's continue the conversation. I hope that you found this video helpful. Please share it with those who you feel can benefit, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you can get notified every time a new episode of the Diet Free Zone drops. All right, that's it for now. I will see you in the next video.